Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. Trust you're having a good weekend so far. So unfortunately for the last week or so I've been quite ill. Immediately fell ill after this session. Been recovering now for a few days. Had a full body session yesterday, the first in over a week. And I'll be starting a new program from next week. So this is some footage from the peak of my bulk, the session prior to falling ill. And all was going really well up to this point. The session before I'd hit 192.5 for 5 reps on the squat. This session I was due to try 197.5 and was convinced that I'd get that, and then the next session after I would try 220 for a single 5 plates aside, which would be a long-term goal, and I'd kind of get that and then move on to the next program, but it just didn't happen like that. I was slightly under the weather going into this session, and it really showed on the squats. Only got 2 reps and then a single rep on the set after, just not quite firing on all cylinders. The rest of the session went pretty well. The bent row and the behind the net press, the arm work, progression there for sure. But there's just something about the squat. I was completely obsessed by the squat at this point. It was really the main focus of my session, the main focus of my day, making sure that when I go into the gym my squat would improve, and it becomes all encompassing and overbearing, and I don't think people quite understand the impact on your immune system that this has sometimes when you're chasing a squat, and the ability it has on your recovery, especially when I spoke about this so many times before. For whatever reason, you're not always in control of all of the other variables that have an effect on your ability to recover, and your ability to dampen the effect of such a lift on your central nervous system and what that means for your body. If maybe sleep's a little bit off or stress is a little bit high, it can play havoc with your system. That's basically what happened. So I will try to keep my squat up, relatively high, but I'm going to be focusing now on a more specific bodybuilding routine, which I'll talk about in the next video, and it'll be push-pull legs. So a lot more volume, a lot more focus on kind of feeling and contracting muscles in a certain way, training like a bodybuilder rather than a weightlifter. And there is a big difference between the two, for sure, especially when you're chasing numbers on big compounds like squats. You're not really thinking about how it feels. You're thinking about moving that bar from A to B in the quickest time possible. And if you do that successfully, then that's a triumph. Whereas a program like this now will be more focused on getting a good mind-to-muscle connection. I've lost a little bit of weight because of the illness, which has been quite good, I guess, if you're ever to find a positive from illness. So I'll be focusing on getting back into bodybuilding, trying to put some size back on, without letting the body fat get too high, and then I'll start the cut proper from Christmas for my competition next year. So really just trying to make the most now of the next 2 months. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to see more. Stay strong.